Team Jackson, what's happening? So I've been seeing this story float around for a couple of days now about how a lot of people are really pissed off with Pastor John Gray because he bought his wife a $200,000 Lamborghini truck. In which I didn't really want to speak on it because it kind of feel like pocket watching. But there is a conversation that we do need to have about pastors in general. And starting with the fact that today's pastors are not like pastors of old. They're not one-dimensional. They don't make all their money from the church because they eat, sleep, and breathe the church. You know, today's pastors have a life outside of that. They are business owners. They are authors. They are TV hosts. You know, they get bags from different directions. So it's really unfair to immediately jump to the conclusion that they're just misappropriating funds intended for the church just because we see them buy something expensive. Now, if this was the case here, if there was any kind of proof or strong evidence that he was telling people they got to sow a seed of faith in the church for him to buy a Lamborghini truck, in order for him to continue preaching the gospel, that's different. You know, if he was using this tax-free money to just live lavish, that's completely different. But from what I understand, he's just spoiling his wife. And not only is there nothing wrong with that, I think it's pretty cool. You know, this is a brother that chooses to have his relationship on a very public platform in a public way, which is his choice. But there's a lot worse examples he could be setting with his public relationship. I mean, look around. You know, this ain't him on an elevator getting caught putting his hands on this woman. This ain't naked pictures that he, you know, apparently has been sending some little boy. This ain't him getting caught up in some text messages or video having threesomes with women. This is him trying to ball with the same woman that he starved with, which is the way that it should go. And I think it's refreshing to see with the way that we usually see dudes come up and then they want to just try to, quote unquote, upgrade from their day one. He's trying to upgrade the life that his day one is able to live. And I don't know how anybody could be mad at that, man. You know, outside of specific Christian doctrine or Bible verses that say that it's wrong for a pastor to enjoy the fruits of his labor, which I don't know if that's the case, I don't see how there's anything wrong with that. Although if I was in his corner, I probably would advise him to have been mindful of the perception that this could have, especially with the reputation of preachers of money, you know, and not to just avoid criticism, but more so that nobody in his flock is led astray by how this does look. But even that would be holding him accountable for the reputation, or should I say generalization, of all preachers of money, which is still unfair because there's good and bad in every group. I mean, there's good and bad parents. There's good and bad teachers. There's good and bad cops. So, you know, it's wrong to generalize him just because he's a preacher when all of us hate being generalized. And dare I say, most of the people that was mad at him are probably being hypocritical because they probably support somebody who got a Lamborghini from the support that they gave them for their music. And that person ain't doing nothing but stunting on them and telling them how much better than them that they are because they got a Lamborghini from the money that they supported them with. And this dude, he got a Lamborghini for his wife so he could put a smile on her face in a way that don't hurt nobody. But he's wrong because he's a positive messenger? Come on, man. Not only is he not wrong, I think this should be the wave. I think this should be the example. We got enough of dudes who come up and then they neglect their woman, dog their woman, now cheat on their woman because they got all these options. We got enough of women who held a dude down from the very beginning and she ain't got nothing to show for it except seeing him take all that to another woman who ain't putting in no work. I think what he did for his wife, spoiling his wife, splurging on his wife, should be the new wave. All 2019, fellas. We spoiling the woman that held us down when we had nothing, whether publicly or privately. Just do it. So y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.